Let's talk about all the classic books that I've read. Even though I'm not someone who typically reads or recommends classic books, I definitely have read quite a lot, and so I feel like I can give a little bit of a guide of maybe what are the best ones to read, especially if you, like me, are not someone who typically loves classic books. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Now, this book is a popular one on TikTok, and honestly, like, I am not recommending it. I just need to tell you, I did not understand it. When I was reading it, I was like, what am I missing? Like, what is so magical and like iconic about this book? The Great Gatsby, however, is my all-time favourite book. Classics can literally feel like you're reading a different language, and I don't feel like The Great Gatsby has that to it. It definitely is like a different style of writing, like you feel like you're reading a classic, but it doesn't feel as inaccessible as some of these other books did to me. The Bell Jar. This is another one where I picked up because I'm a feminist, and I read this and I was like, where's all the feminist like quotes I thought I was getting? This is literally not me shitting on this book and being like, this is not a feminist book. It probably is. I didn't get this one, guys. I'm gonna be honest, this one went over my head. It just started raining outside and I really hope you guys can hear it. Next we have The Alchemist. I would recommend this to people in the sense that I think this is like a much easier read. Like, I followed this completely. It has some great life lessons in here, but I wouldn't say it's anything life changing. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. I guess you could consider this more of like a modern classic. I loved this book. This is a really good read, and this definitely feels more like a story. Like, obviously all of these are fiction, but this felt more like a story I would typically read. Pride and Prejudice. So I will admit, the first time I read this book I was not impressed at all. I then watched the movie and I was like, okay, I need to revisit this, because the first time I read it I was like, you're telling me this was the most epic love story of all time? I watched the movie, I understood it more, and when I reread it I loved it. That is what I would say about classics. I feel like you really do need to read between the lines, especially in romances. There was a lot these writers could not say in their day and age. Wuthering Heights, it was chaotic. I just remember being like, this is messy, and I kind of love it. Jane Eyre is another one that was messy but enjoyable, a bit longer, and I think the theme with some of these ones as well is I don't really remember anything about them. Okay, starting with the books I don't have with me. 1989, is that what it's called? Oh my god, this is literally not Taylor Swift's album. 1984 by George Orwell. 1984 is one of my favourite classics. I really do remember absolutely loving this book. It was easy to follow, the writing was easy, but the story was just brilliant. Another classic I absolutely adored was Handmaid's Tale. I think actually what I'm realising, I am much more of like a dystopian classic girl than I am of like a classic literature Jane Austen girl.